Welcome to Curie Electronics. Today we will learn superposition theorem. Already we have learned Thevenin theorem and we have solved few example problems, also previous year exam problems. What is superposition theorem? In a linear bilateral electrical network, this sentence is common for all. In a linear bilateral electrical network, whether it is Thevenin theorem, Norton theorem, all theorems, in a linear bilateral electrical network, common sentence, consisting of several sources. The several sources means this circuit, the given circuit should have more than one source. It can be current source, voltage source, or mixture of it, both of these. The current through or voltage across an element is equal to the algebraic sum of the currents or voltages produced independently by each source. You can learn yourself this theorem. We have to solve a simple problem and understand this theorem. What are the steps? The steps are, we have to consider one source at a time and replace the other sources by their internal resistances. That means a voltage source must be replaced by a short circuit, and current source must be replaced by a open circuit. This is the important point. Let's solve a simple problem to understand it. This is a given problem. Find V1 using superposition theorem. V1 is the voltage across R1 resistor, that is 15 ohm. We have two sources, that is I equal to 2 amps and E equal to 40 volt. Now we will consider one source at a time and find the voltage V1. Then we will take the algebraic sum of these two voltages. So as per the first step, we have to replace the inactive sources by their internal resistance. So first we will consider what we will do first. First we will activate the current source. So set E, that is a 40 volt source, is I, E equal to 0. Now I'll redraw the circuit. We have a current source of 2 amps and a resistor of 15 ohms, R1 equal to 15 ohms, and across that voltage drop is there V1. V1 dash we will write because we are considering one source at a time. Then the voltage source I'll replace by a short circuit. So this I have short circuited. Now what is the value of V1 dash? We can find out. V1 dash equals what? It is a simple Ohm's law. V equal to I into R. What is the value of I? It is 2 amps. What is the value of R? It is 15 ohms. So it comes to 30 volt. Now we got 30 volt. V1 dash equal to 30 volt. Now second, what we have to do? Now we will activate the voltage source and remove the current source. So current source must be replaced by what? It must be replaced by a open circuit. Now we have a resistance here, that is 15 ohm, R1 equal to 15 ohm, plus minus V1 double dash. First we have taken V1 dash, so now we will take V1 double dash. And voltage source we are retaining, that is the acting source. So it is 40 volt. Now what is the voltage across 15 ohm? Here also this circuit is open, so current flowing through the circuit equal to 0. So current through 15 ohm is 0. So our voltage V1 double dash, we can write it as V1 double dash equal to I multiplied by 15 ohm, that is V equal to IR, because here I equal to 0, 15 we will get 0 volt. So now we can find, now if we take the algebraic sum of these two, we'll get the value of V1. So what is the next step? Current through or voltage across an element due to one source alone is found. So we found what was the V1 we got? V1 we got it as V1 dash we got 30 volt, and V1 double dash we got it as 0 volt. So after that what we had to do? The total current through or voltage across the given element is equal to the algebraic sum of the currents or voltages produced independently by each source, right? Now algebraic sum we will take it. So V equals, that is the sum of V1 dash plus V1 double dash. So which is equal to 30 volt plus 0 volt, that comes to 30 volt. This is a simple example of superposition theorem. I hope these videos are useful to you. If so, please share with your friends and don't forget to hit the like button. So in this problem we have found V1 equal to 30 volt.